Samat Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai, Chapter 4. Sai Baba's First Advent in Shirdi. Mission of the Saints, Shirdi, a Holy Tirth, Personality of Sai Baba, Dictum of Golibua, Appearance of Vittal, Shir Sagar's Story, Das Ganu's Bath in Prayag, Immaculate Conception of Sai Baba, and his First Advent in Shirdi, 3 Varas. In the last chapter, I described the circumstances which led me to write Sai Satcharitra. Let me now describe the first advent of Sai Baba in Shirdi. Mission of the Saints. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, 7, 8, that whenever there is a decay of dharma and ascendancy of unrighteousness, I manifest myself, and for the protection of the virtuous, the destruction of the vicious, and for the establishment of righteousness, I manifest myself in age after age. This is the mission of Lord and the sages and saints, who are his representatives and who appear here at proper times, help in their own way to fulfill that mission. For instance, when the twice-born, that is the Brahmins, Kshatriyas, and the Vaishyas, neglect their duties, and when the Shuds try to usurp the rights of higher classes, when spiritual perceptions are not respected but humiliated, when nobody cares for religious instructions, when everybody thinks himself very learned, when people begin to partake of forbidden foods and intoxicating drinks, when under the cloak of religion people indulge in malpractices, when people belonging to different sects fight amongst themselves, when Brahmin fail to do Sandhya adoration and the orthodox their religious practices, when yogis neglect their meditation, when people begin to think that wealth, progeny, wife are their own sole concern, and thus turn away from the true path of salvation, then do saints appear and try to set matters right by their words and actions. They serve us as beacon lights and show us the right path and the right way for us to follow. In this way, many saints, that is, Nivritti, Gyandev, Muktabai, Namdev, Gora, Gunai, Eknath, Tukaram, Narhari, Narsibhai, Sajan Kasai, Swata, Ramdas, and various others did appear at various times to show us the right path to the people. And so presently came Sri Sai Baba of Shirdi. Shirdi, a holy tirth. The banks of Godavari River in the Ahmednagar district are very fortunate, for they gave birth and refuge to many a saint, prominent amongst them being Gyaneshwar. Shirdi also falls in Kopargaon Taluka of Ahmednagar district. After crossing the Godavari River at Kopargaon, one gets the way to Shirdi. When you go 3 kos, 9 miles, you come to Nimgaon, from where Shirdi is visible. Shirdi is as famous and well known as other holy places like Gangapur, Narsimhwadi, or Dambar on the banks of Krishna River. As the devotees Damaji flourished in and blessed Mangalveda near Pandharpur, as Samarth Ramdas at Sajangarh, as Sri Narsimha Saraswati at Saraswati Wadi, so Sainath flourished at Shirdi and blessed it. Personality of Sai Baba. It was on account of Sai Baba that Shirdi grew into importance. Let us see what sort of a personage Sai Baba was. He conquered the samsar, worldly existence, which is very difficult and hard to cross. Peace or mental calm was his ornament, and he was the repository of wisdom. He was the home of Vaishnav devotees, most liberals like Karn amongst liberals. The quintessence of all essences, he had no love for perishable things and was always engrossed in self-realization, which was his sole concern. He felt no pleasure in things of the world or of the world beyond. His atarang was as clear as a mirror, and his speech always rained nectar. The rich or poor people were the same to him. He did not know or care for honor or dishonor. He was the Lord of all beings. He spoke freely and mixed with all people, saw the acting and dances of Nach girls, and heard ghazal songs. Still he swerved not an inch from samadhi, his mental equilibrium. The name of Allah was always on his lips. While the world awoke, he slept, and while the world slept, he was vigilant. His abdomen inside was as calm as the deep sea. His ashram could not be determined, nor his action could be definitely determined. As though he sat in one place, he knew all the transactions of the world. His darbar was imposing. He told daily hundreds of stories, Still, he swerved not an inch from his vow of silence. He always leaned against the wall in the masjid or walked morning, noon, and evening towards Lendi and Chavdi. Still, he at all times abided in the self. Though a Siddh, he acted like a Sadhak. He was meek, humble, egoless, pleased all. Such was Sai Baba. And as Sai Baba's feet treaded the soil of Shirdi, it attained extraordinary importance. As Gyaneshwar elevated Alandi, Eknath did to Paithan, so Sai Baba raised Shirdi. Blessed are the glass leaves and stones of Shirdi, for they could easily kiss the holy feet of Sai Baba and take their dust on their head. Shirdi became to us devotees another Pandharpur, Jagannath, Dwarka, Banaras, and Rameshwar, Badri Kedar, Nasik, Triambakeshwar, Ujjain, and Mahakaleshwar or Mahabaleshwar Gokam. Contact of Sai Baba in Shirdi was like a Ved and Tantra. It quieted a samsar and rendered self-realization easy. The darshan of Sri Sai was our yoga sadhana, and talk with him removed our sins. Shampooing his legs was our bath in Triveni Prayag, and drinking the holy water at his feet destroyed our desires. To us, his commands were Veds, and accepting eating his udi, sacred ashes, and prasad was all purifying. He was a Sri Krishna and Sri Rama who gave us solace, and he was our Parbrahma, absolute reality. He was himself beyond the pair of dvandas, opposite, never dejected or related. He was always engrossed in his self as existence, knowledge, and bliss. Shirdi was his center, but his field of action extended far wide to Punjab, Calcutta, North India, Gujarat, Dhaka, and Konkan. Thus the fame of Sai Baba spread far and wide, and people from all parts came to take his darshan and be blessed. By mere darshan, minds of people, whether pure or impure, would become at once quiet. They got here the same sort of unparalleled joy that devotees get at Pandharpur by seeing Vitthal Rakhumai. This is not an exaggeration. Consider what a devotee says in this respect.